Hello, hello, hello. Harley! J-Dub, how you doing? Good morning to you. How you doing? This ain't cold here. Yeah, it's the cold one here. How you guys doing? Good morning to you. So since we're not driving, we can sit and talk and communicate while they unload us. They haven't started yet. John, how you doing? Can't stay long. Well, hopefully we'll be out of here quickly, but they haven't even started yet. Appointment was 6 o'clock. Mini watch party. Whoop, whoop. See, we'll do what we can for you. And it is icy, as you can tell in front of you. Like 16 degrees out here. Hey Andy, howdy Ethan. I hadn't looked at the website, to be honest with you. My mind's been everywhere else. Does it look different or what? No rain and no snow. Well, that's a good thing. I'll look, John. I'll look right now. We had problems getting our lock off this morning, and we still can't get the lock off back in the trailer. I think it's frozen, but we left the keys in the back. Ah, there you go. Tell the frog there's Cheetos. There you go. That'll work. Yeah, I guess it's okay for now, John. We're actually been playing with the new mapping location thing and a new snowman image, because we want to be able to put snowman images on the front page of the website so people can still get a live idea, even though it just be photos, you know what I mean? But they'll be able to tell our speed, and they'll be able to tell what we're looking at. Does that make sense? And I think that would be a good alternative. Does it make sense? It's a whole new snowman, so we're testing them out. So I think people will like that. I think it'll be a happy medium or whatever. Yes, the next trip, which at delivery right now, after delivery, after delivery, we're going to pick up in Stewart's Draft, preloaded, and deliver in Palmyra. Drop it. All that today. Separate maps for the two. I would say no. We'll figure that out. Tell you what, utterly surprised at how many emails and Facebook comments and all that stuff about, well, you need to just go live anyways. Don't worry about what the law says. And it's like, seriously? Well, just keep doing what you're doing. The bosses won't know. You know, and all that stuff. And I'm thinking, or the other way, oh, well, I'm leaving. If you can't do like anybody else, I'm leaving. It's like, I don't know. I think some people just don't get it. But that's all right. They, I guess they salted this. Yes, there is, John. There really, really is. For some reason, I guess we gave the impression that it was just me who willingly wanted to do this. They, I guess, completely didn't hear anything about the law and the regulations and the legal consequences. Apparently, some people didn't hear that part. But you know what? There's people, you're not supposed to rob banks. You're not supposed to steal cars. You're not supposed to steal money from your company. You're not supposed to drive drunk. You're not supposed to do a whole bunch of stuff. And people do it all the time. I just can't be that guy. I got you, Harley. How you doing? We'll eventually get west, I hope. I've been asking. You know, I think trucking is changing too. I think trucking is changing to more regional runs. There's so many warehouses that have been built, massive warehouses, and it basically just goes warehouse to warehouse. It's not like a long time ago. It used to be just limited big warehouses. And you'd go from, you know, the Nestle plant to a big warehouse 2,000 miles away or something. Now they have warehouses in every single city. So I don't know. So, have you seen the premieres? Do you like the premieres? Like somebody mentioned, no more buffers. That would be true. Grease, how you doing? David, how you doing? Landon, howdy. Palmyra, Pennsylvania, otherwise known as Hershey. Backyard Live, how you doing? Zero degrees, buddy. I didn't do much better here. Yeah, I agree, John. I agree. But it's better than a box of rocks. Adventures in Travel, how you doing? We'll do what we can when we can and all that mess, I promise you. .45 is cold in Phoenix too. Although the desert. The desert goes both extremes. It can get awful dang hot and it can get awful dang chilly. I haven't been to New England, I don't know, because freight just ain't taking us that way. Not very many trucks here. 1 billion trailers. But not very many trucks here. In fact, I'm the only one in the door. I know, Ethan, that's all right. We don't do what we're doing just for numbers anyways. Backyard Life, we've been to Phoenix several times. How come we ain't been? How come you ain't picked up your medallion? Work gets in the way. Well, why is that? No, work's very important. Paychecks are very important. Otherwise, you can't have a backyard life if you don't. We're going to have to meet Adventures in Travel as well. Marlene, how you doing? We're doing good, Nestor. I don't think it's supposed to warm up here at all. Oh, where's my phone? My phone is gone. All right. $15 degrees. No, 15 degrees. What is this? It's 15 degrees now with a high of 19. Tonight's low is going to be 1 degree. Well, that's no bueno. Minus 11. Dang. You know, I remember up in North Dakota, I worked in a missile field. Well, I told you that, right? The day we got stuck out in the missile field for 4 days. And we had to be rescued by helicopter. I miss North Dakota. I really do. I was in the Air Force and we used to work on nuclear missiles back then out in the missile field. Long story short, everybody knew that it was going to be cold and everybody knew we were supposed to get snow. We ended up getting a lot of snow and then it just got brutal, dangerous cold. I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding you or exaggerating. It was like negative 40 actual temperature, negative 97 with the wind chill because it was a full-blown blizzard. And we were out there in the missile field. We were fully parked up like the Eskimo people. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding you. Eskimos. And the thing is, diesel trucks weren't working, nothing was working. We basically stayed down in the support building. Everything was just froze over, solid, nothing was working. And do you know that I wasn't even supposed to work that night? I was not even supposed to work that night, but it was like New Year's Eve party or whatever. And around the clock, you're working on the, you're on standby. You know, in case the missile site goes down or whatever. Even during the holidays, obviously. And we were all at a party, and he was a younger kid, and he wanted to go out and party and all that stuff. He only had like 1 hour left on his standby, you know, and I'm thinking 1 hour left, and what's the chances of anything that's gonna happen? So I let him go. I took his place. Half hour later, we were getting ready to head to the missile field, and that's when the blizzard hit, like 12 hours after that. Just absolutely the most insane thing you could ever imagine. You know, it's like, and when I tell the story, people don't believe me. And it's like, I don't care if you believe me or not. I'm the one who was in it. Trust me, I know. Minot Air Force Base, yes, 86 to 91. I loved Minot, North Dakota. Different way of life up there. The people are more genuine. Life is a lot slower. You meet a lot more cool friends. That's where I did my rodeos. You know, all that good stuff. There, we just sent a tweet out. Fort Knox. I heard people say there's nothing in Fort Knox, but I don't know. Tomato Head, how you doing, buddy? Are you still my favorite Tomato Head? Papa Bear, how you doing? Danny, howdy. Actually, I did get some minor frostbite on my fingers, and to this day my fingers will still get very cold sometimes, but we're obviously okay. We survived. But let me tell you something, we used to put our feet on the generator just to try to keep warm. Well, we got the red light. I don't know if you can tell or not. They got to get that lock off that back. I'm hoping that it was just frozen. So I thought maybe they'd have a way to warm it up, you know what I mean? Now, what if we're doing a live show here when that silly premiere starts? Or do we just stop the live show and we stop the premiere or what? I don't know if you can stop the premiere. I don't know how long they're going to be here. I don't know. I don't know much of anything. I do know that I need to quit playing around and prepare for our next trip. 60 below zero. Yes, I believe it. Yes. The metal bolt seals, yes. Luckily, everywhere that we've had... Ooh, slow down, Mr. Yard Dog. Luckily, anytime we've had those metal bolts, the receiver would have the bolt cutters for it. What I hate is the stranded metal cables. Because I don't know how many times I've bought new cutters and I can't not find anything that cuts through those heavy braided cables, you know? I don't get it. So I spend half an hour out there twisting and turning and nibbling and you know, chewing, and it's like... I hear you, Ethan. I apologize. I'm hoping they can get that lock off, because if they can't get that lock off, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know how you get a lock off. Yes, some customers do not allow live streaming. This one, no gates or nothing like that. So I no notices that says don't do it or whatever. So this one's pretty much an open-ended customer. But yes, some we will not be able to broadcast from. Yeah, the trailer washed out, all that mess. That's what I'm hoping, is a lot could be warmed. I figure moisture got in there, or snow, and it melted. Maybe they can, you know what I mean? Will they go on a specific time? You mean like permanently, like always start at 8 o'clock or what? It depends. I think 8 o'clock is a good time to start them. However, if we do like a 12-hour broadcast and it takes YouTube longer to upload and longer to, you know, process and all that stuff, it may start later. So I just kind of guess and get a feel for what would be a good time. You know, I don't know. We'll see. We'll play by ear. Well, they're bouncing us around. I don't know if that means they got in. Or they're trying to rip the door off the back of the trailer. I feel them trying to mess with the door. Somebody go tell Aunt Jade Cheetos are hidden in there. Dang. Took a drink of my coffee, and I don't know if we started to swallow the coffee down the wrong pipe or what, but great. Now we're gonna die of coffee in the lungs. We're gonna die of coffee in the lungs or Cheeto dust, you know? Cheeto lung. What do you call it? There you go. Warning, frog inside. Frog inside! I don't know, I don't feel the forklift. I wonder if they're having trouble getting that lock off. Dang, what do you do? Cancel the delivery because you can't get the lock off? Oh! Alright, they got the forklift in. I can feel that. Yay, they're unloading us. So either A, they cut the lock off, B, they warmed it up, and our lock will be okay. Or C, there's a massive fight back there between the frog and the delivery people. I'm not sure which. So that's good. There he goes, flying. Look at that. Snow coming off the top. Well, the sun's coming now. Not really the sun, but the daylight. Daylight's coming and I'm freezing my butt off. Daylight's coming and the frog's being grouchy. Oh, me. How you doing, Miss Frog? Fake news. I'd go to Canada, you know, as a trucker for a trip. Wouldn't go to Mexico. Heck, no. How you doing, Rob? Yes, Papa Bear. I don't get why in a parking lot where other trucks are maneuvering in the doors or in the parking spots or whatever, why do some of them just fly like they're out on the highway? No, truck stops do not have those big brushes. I know Hershey's in Pennsylvania does, but believe it or not, only their own employees can use it. So, they won't give us the trip to Canada. We just take trailers to the border and then other people do it. Turtle Soup, how you doing? I mean, Toodle or something. Yeah, here comes all the trucks. So they must start like at 7 o'clock or something. Well, I felt them do a forklift. Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe the frog jumped on the back of the trailer. Euro Cup, how you doing? See, yeah, Rob, I don't even want to mess with all that stuff. And you know, when I was a kid in Chula Vista, Otay Mesa, stuff like that, out by San Diego there, when I was a kid, we used to walk to the Tijuana, the bull riders thing, bull ring, and watch the what do you call that? The conquistadors and the bull riding, or not bull riding. You know what I'm talking about. Back then, and we used to just walk through the fence, you know. Of course, that was the early 70s. $4K would be too large for us using the phone and stuff like that. But, and even our multicam system only goes up to 1080. But you don't know what the future holds. Maybe in the future we can. I don't know, we'll have to see. Because now you're talking about massive file sizes and stuff like that. Yeah, I feel them wiggling the forklift in there. Hopefully they didn't cut the lock off. Hopefully it just needed to warm up some. But Tomato Head, we always try to bring you the best quality, and if technology allows bumping up to 4K and whatever, you know we will do that. But it also depends, because a lot of people have short 4K videos, not 8-hour 4K videos. Because you're talking about a massive amount of processing then. Does a family watch BigRigTravels? I don't think so. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to change the clocks. Yeah, I remember going shopping, walking through and seeing, smelling all that leather, you know, the raw leather and stuff like that, and all the wicker and things. Well, first I got to install it when it's warm outside. Because all the cameras will be outside. We're going to try to use it as soon as we can. But we'll see how that goes. I mean, I spent $2,000 on it. I don't think 1080 is horrible for what we do. We put up a picture this morning on our Twitter, if anybody follows us there. Scott, how you doing? So, depending on how dirty the trailer is, you may need a trailer wash off. Have I ever loaded in Warsaw, Indiana? I don't remember. I guess Goss and everybody's in bed. When did you get electricity there, John? Did we go through Fredericksburg on 95? When? No. Not that I know of. How you doing, LST? How you doing? How you doing, Poker Chin? Jason, how you doing, buddy? Me. I don't think it's but like 30 miles from here to... Stewart's Draft. Good deal, Jason. Sleep till noon. You know what else is a big pain in the butt when it's icy like this? Trying to slide your tandems. Because you just slide on ice, you know? Below zero. Well, we'll do the best we can, Terry. We'll do a lot of impromptu live chats with you. So, y'all still get a chance to visit with us. Marlene, how you doing? Stan still home, or did he go to work? Well, Jason, we'll always do little stuff live that we can. We can't drive live, but we could. Nothing stops us from doing live watch parties and chatting with you and stuff like that. Oh, Marlene, hate to hear that. Amy, how you doing? Ah, there you go, Rob. Yeah, that's something else. Apparently quite a few people thought I said we were never going live again. And that's not what was said. But, you know, people only hear what they want to hear. How's that saying? I'm responsible for what I said, not for what you heard. Sun may come out and kind of warm and melt some of this ice off. Delbert, how you doing? No, we are at delivery. Look at the title. We are doing our delivery. Betty, how you doing? Negative 25, you can keep that. Alteza, howdy. Good morning to you, Matt. We will do live watch parties and stuff like that, just like normal. The only thing that changed is we can't drive live, but everything else stays the same. No, next trip is Stewart's Draft, pick up preloaded trailer already ready, and deliver in Palmyra, Pennsylvania. I spy bread, an apple, and a fish. Anybody else see it? There's that guy. Zoom, zoom. Y'all see that motorcycle guy yesterday? 127 miles an hour. What makes someone want to drive a motorcycle that fast? There you go. Y'all got good eyes. Ah, you don't have to adventures. Diego, how you doing? And you know, the thing I keep getting emailed about, or whatever, is how come other truckers going, you know, keep live streaming and we had to stop. It's more than just a company policy. It's the motor carrier, the big FMCSA folks. You know what I mean? And how can the other truckers broadcast live still? Well, think about it. You're not supposed to steal a car. You're not supposed to embezzle money from companies. You're not supposed to rob banks and all that stuff. But people do. So, just because you're not supposed to. And the thing is, if you get caught, the consequences are way more than I'm willing to do. Ah, there you go, adventurers. There you go, Marlene. I don't know why, but our belly hurts a little bit. Must be the frogs cooking. There you go, pretty good at it. Good deal. Yeah, it's like 7:55. We'll stop this live stream because they'll about be done. That way y'all could watch your premieres. Just remember, we'll go live whenever we get a chance. None of that stuff's changed. Well, we can't reach the camera right now while we're driving. But that's not the rule. The rule says don't do it. I mean, the camera is on the other side of the truck. We can't physically reach it. It's not in our view. That's not what the law's worried about. You know what I mean? Wheelchair, how you doing? Who let Mark out of his cage? John, how you doing? Well, the way the rules say is no broadcasting where you can interact with anybody. Even though we don't, it still comes down to you can't broadcast live. I mean, already we don't look at chat, you know, while we were driving. Camera's on the other side of the truck. It's impossible for us to reach. But in the end, that doesn't matter. Virtual rail fan, thank you. No, it's not a silly idea, Tomato Head. That's a good idea. We had already done that. We had already made it so there was no interaction. But you know, there you go, Mark. Well, no, because it says no live stream. You know what I mean? Trust me, I thought all the way around it. And as far as we go, we didn't chat with y'all. But the 34 states say no live streaming at all. If there was a way around it, trust me, I would. But because other people screw it up and chat and read chat and answer questions while they're driving, their eyes aren't on the road. You know what I mean? The way you stop all of that is to say no live stream, period. Yeah, trust me, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. But if you get caught, it's over. And I'm not willing to risk that. You know, like I was saying last night, when we had a video, a live stream or whatever, a lot of people watched live, yes. But most of the views came in the hours and the days afterwards. So really, it's only affecting a few people because everybody else normally watched it after they got home or the next day or whenever they had a chance. So to them, it's all the same. So really, it only affects a few people. And apparently, a few people had the impression that I was broadcasting live just for them. And since I could no longer make them happy, they thought the channel was trash. Which I think is just dumb. You know what I mean? But whatever. There you go, Mark. We could record because we're not recording to a live audience. Our premiere that is to a live audience is going on when we're not even doing anything with YouTube. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. That's how we can get away with recording. You didn't listen very well, did you, Mason? See, that's the other thing, too. People didn't hear what I said. And I don't know how to make people understand. There you go, Rob. The only thing affected is we cannot broadcast live while driving, while the vehicle is in motion. We could do it while we're not driving, like right now. The only thing that changed is we can't broadcast to a live audience while the vehicle is in motion. Everything else is the same. Everything else is exactly the same. But we're going to be bringing back Snowman. Snowman will spit up pictures for you. So you'll still get an idea of what's going on. If that makes a difference. No, no loopholes. Actually, I'm surprised we got away with it as long as we did. There you go, Tomato Head. That's how we started out 18 years ago. It'll all work out. It'll be okay. You'll see. The people who really want to travel with us will continue. And the people who thought we were around just to make them happy, they'll leave and find something else. And that's fine. This morning I looked and we've lost, what, 20 people? You know, no big deal at all. Well, send me an email and share something or whatever, if you like. Well, thank you, Virtual. Appreciate you. There you go, wheelchair. And you know, it's not me I'm worried about. You know, it's the other people. Do I think I'll lose 10,000 to 20,000 subscribers? I doubt it. We only lost 20 last night. 20 people total. But it doesn't matter because we're going to do the same whether we have 1 subscriber or 1 million subscribers. Because we're not doing this for the numbers. We're not doing this for subscribers. We're doing what we're doing because we like doing what we're doing. We're not doing it just for the numbers. Does that make sense? Thank you very much, Ken. I appreciate you. If I have my way, by the end of this year, we should be bringing you a BigRigTravels version of Railfan. But that's been a project a year in the making, so we'll see how that turns out. Yeah. How you doing, Ryan? Good to see you. Morning to you. Howdy, real fan. How you doing? How you doing, Gears? How you doing, living a dream? Thank you, Heather. You're exactly right. And even other channels that drive recorded, I don't think they go live every chance they get. You know, in between and whatnot. I still think we put out more product than anybody else. Howdy doody howdy. We're doing okay. They're working on an empty trailer. Yeah, well, yeah. I wish I knew how to say your name. Swearus. Yeah, we're headed to Palmyra after Stuart Strat. Hey, I actually got a name right. Alright, I'm going to let you guys go with this live stream. We got the premiere coming up in 5 minutes. Y'all run over there and check that. Well, Mason, that's just life. We do this because we want to. People are free to come and go whenever they like. It absolutely doesn't upset me any. Those that want to watch us travel can. Sun is off to our left. Alright, so you guys can run over and watch that premiere if you like. They're almost done because the trailer is like almost empty. So we'll do live whenever we can. We just can't do it while we're moving. You know I love you no matter what. It'll be alright, you'll see. We'll survive. We ain't been here 18 years. You know, if we're the type to give up, and we're not. We don't give up, we just keep on trucking. Alright, I appreciate you guys spending your morning with us. We're almost out of here. You guys go jump on the premiere. See ya.